Hey guys, this is Black Alcohol Gaming coming with another episode of Scary Story Reactions in our series we've started. Hopefully, you guys are doing great. Hopefully, everything's wonderful in your lives. Definitely been a little while since we did this, but we are going to be going in and checking out this video that was posted not too long ago. It's a pretty new video. It's a little compilation of scary videos that are supposed to be terrifying, and we're going to react to them, see how it goes. I mean, it's definitely one of those things where we don't know for sure what's going to come about. I have not viewed this. I just pulled it up. It is credit to Nuke's Top 5. They seem to have some pretty good videos over on their streams and on their YouTube. So definitely give them, check them out. You'll see the links and everything whenever we're going through it. And if there's any advertisements to cut through, I do apologize. Video editing is not my strongest suit, but we are making the best we can make here with this. So I hope you enjoy, and let's get into it here.
Hidden away in the countryside of Chillicothe, Ohio, is the Schrader Road Tunnel. Built underneath a set of railroad tracks in 1927, the old road tunnel.
I just want to point out, only reason why I even remotely know about Chillicothe, Ohio, is because I used to work for a company that shipped automotive products to them constantly. So it was definitely an interesting thing to see. Not the worst thing to see, but it was what it was. So anyways, definitely check everything out. We're going to go ahead and go through it, and we'll see just how scary this stuff is. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you haven't, please, go ahead and hit me a follow over on all socials. You can subscribe to my channel here. I appreciate it. You guys are great.
Tunnel is said to be extremely haunted. The story goes that long ago a woman was carrying her baby while walking along the train tracks late at night. The two were hit by an oncoming train. It is said that her ghost and the ghost of her baby haunt the Schrader Road Tunnel. Many people who have traveled through the tunnel report that they have seen the ghostly figure of a woman holding her baby. Others report hearing odd, unexplained wails and moans. Because of this, locals started referring to the Schrader Tunnel by a very different and much creepier name, the Crybaby Tunnel.
Crybaby Tunnel.
So,
would you guys go into a tunnel like that? Would that be something that you guys would absolutely see and do? I mean, that's something I'd have to question, whenever it came to it. I'd be like, is this going to be worth it? Because if you believe in this type of stuff and, the afterlife, the paranormal, you definitely could have yourself into some predicaments, especially mentally, if you was to go into something like this. So I want to make sure, that in my mind, if I'm going into something like that, I am fully prepared and I know what it's going to be. So hopefully we can get some insight here on this. That is already starting off to be pretty interesting.
Levi Woodruff is intrigued by the spooky stories and sets out to explore
I'm intrigued
Crybaby
too.
Tunnel
Damn.
late one night. As you might imagine, it did not go well.
So I've been down in here in a place called Crybaby's Tunnel. It's a place, it's local around my area. And they say she got hit on the tracks with her baby, or her body was dumped right there in the creek down here.
See,
Something dead right there. Bro, there was something dead right there. A dead deer. It's a dead deer. I've been out here
we'll
for
say, even though the video and everything is at nighttime, I feel like there's so much better cameras out there. He may have had like some old Galaxy phone from 10 years ago out there doing this. Who knows?
This place is spooky. Is anybody out there?
No, sir. No, sirree.
Right.
No, sir. I mean, that would be my reaction too.
In the pitch black darkness of the tunnel with nothing but a flashlight, Levi
So let me go ahead and say this. That's funny. One thing, scary as shit if it was real. If that was real, that is scary as shit. But, I mean, you can debunk this also as, hey, they planned this out, they set this up, they had a baby out there, or somebody even had a very clear audio of a baby crying. It's just standing in the dark right down from them. I mean, that's one of those things where, yeah, it's scary, but logically, that's somebody playing that and him playing off of it.
suddenly hears the disturbing cries of a baby. Familiar with the spooky stories about the tunnel, Levi makes a run for it. So could these cries belong to the spirit of the baby that tragically passed away at the creepy old railroad tunnel? And is the ghost of the baby's mother also inside, just waiting for someone to come in?
So, what do you think about this? I don't know if that's one of them that can be debunked just as off the top of my head saying, hey, okay, you know, there could be somebody else working with him, you know. It could be. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? So, anyways. Yeah, in these videos, guys, if you ever just happen to see me looking over to my side and everything over that direction, that's because my setup is very crazy. So I have my software that I use to record and everything over here, and I just like to kind of keep an eye on everything and make sure everything's looking crisp and that the audio is looking right. So I do apologize for looking away like that. So if you guys get that and you're annoyed with that, my bad. Said, oh hell no.
Hell no.
Oh hell no.
The House of Light and Shadows.
All right, so that was a good one. That was I mean, that could be debunked 100%, but I don't believe that that's 100% the scariest thing they have here. So that was just a 10th one. You know, let's give it a little bit of time here.
TikTok creator Anthony Yamada has dedicated his
Number
TikTok
9.
page to making videos about life in Japan and the available homes and real estate there. In one of his videos, Anthony is giving a tour through an affordable 4-bedroom home in Fukuoka City, Japan. When this happened.
Say that again.
Here's what $760 gets you in Fukuoka, Japan. Now today we have a classic Japanese home, starting with a very nice tatami room. This house will run you a monthly rent of 12 man yen. This 4-bedroom home is in a wonderful location. 3-minute walk away from a supermarket, electronics store, and convenience stores.
Did you see it? Well, Anthony didn't. But soon after he enters, a shadow can be seen moving around
I did see
standing behind a translucent Japanese-style wall. But when Anthony looks behind the wall, there's no one there. But Anthony didn't notice any of this until shocked viewers quickly flooded the comment section, wondering if the reasonable price of only $760 a month for a 4-bedroom home in a large popular city has anything to do with...
So that's funny because they're like, no wonder it's only $760 a month. But that's nice for a 4-bedroom home. But man, could you deal with a ghost? I mean, could you?
that. Some viewers even jokingly ask if the ghost is included with the house. Now, is this a Japanese ghost or not? And would you pay $760 a month to live with one? I'll leave that up to you to decide.
So that for sure, how do I even put it? That for sure could be debunked as just someone was standing there and had super good video editing skills. That definitely is something that could be a shadow person. I mean, who knows? Depends on what you believe and where your mind goes. I feel like that could be set up since he is a pretty popular TikToker and YouTuber. That could be set up as something that is definitely debunked as a work, you know. So, all right, number 8, Reaper.
TikTok user Jess is a certified nursing assistant. One night, she's working the late shift in the psychiatric unit at an old and allegedly haunted children's hospital. in
That'd be
Maine.
scary just
She
hearing about that.
spots something that sends a chill down her spine.
Okay, there's nobody here, right? Nobody here. What is that? Because it is not me. This is me leaving, closing the door. What is that? comes the door back opening. And nobody's there.
That is scary as shit.
Hi.
I would not be standing there, sitting there. There's no
A dark
way.
human-like figure can be seen standing in front of Jess in the hospital hallway mirror. But
See, now that would be hard to replicate, especially with her filming like that, because you don't see anybody there unless it was just when they pan down. I don't know. Maybe it could be debunked on that, but that's scary. You know, that'd be scary as shit to know there's a ghost standing right in front of you, knowing that it's right there closing the door every time that you open it and just pushing it back. Like, stop opening this door.
there's no one there. A TikTok commenter points out that she might be seeing the image of a Reaper, there to collect someone to take their soul to the other side. Jess confirms
It's interesting.
that, strangely, one of her patients actually did pass away the following day. It's worth mentioning that Nurse Jess has never posted any paranormal content on her TikTok and has only ever shared videos about her life and experiences working as a certified nursing assistant. So could this be a Reaper caught on camera? You decide. Down below.
That's definitely a good thing to think about. I mean, is it something that got caught on camera? You know, some proof that there is that out there. I mean, that's the thing. Everyone wants proof for things. You know, belief isn't enough in this world. You know, whether it be supernatural, whether it be spiritual, anything to do with aliens, things like that. All that has to be proven for people to truly believe it. If not, you just have the same thing you have when it comes to like religion and faith. You know, you have people's beliefs and what they think. You know, and that's just what that is. It's always up for relevance and how it's interpreted. So basically, same way, same thing applies here. You know, depends on what you believe. Do you believe? That's the question. 7 down
Moore
below.
Johnson from Huntington Beach, California is packing for a trip to sell her handmade goods at a Las Vegas trade show. Suddenly, she and her business partner hear something downright creepy coming from somewhere just below their feet.
We're trying to deal with this. I have had not enough coffee to deal with this. Honestly, this is coming from the dream. Okay. That's some creepy.
So, when it comes down to dreams like that, that takes my mind immediately to like Stephen King's It, with they all float down here, Georgie. But as soon as I heard something like that, I mean, my mind, of course, I think a little more logical, but my mind would have been like, really? Who has a recording down here? But on top of that, my arms would have been like having the hairs standing up on them, straight up, goosebumps out of this world. It's too much. Let's see what these ladies do.
Word. Do you hear it? Where is that? Who is that? What the f is going on around here?
Right?
When my biz partner decides to join the siren call.
Obnoxious as hell.
They're almost mimicking her.
Mara and her business partner hear creepy sounds and what can only be described as singing coming from the sewer drain. The time of this recording is at 5:45 in the morning, so it makes no sense that anyone would be down in the sewer that early, much
Right.
less singing. Now, Mara is in no way claiming that she captured anything otherworldly. In fact, none of her videos on her TikTok page have anything to do with the paranormal at all. Mara simply posted this one creepy, unexplained moment that she experienced. So, just what is this? And who or what is down in the sewer singing at 5:45 in the morning? For now, this eerie capture remains unexplained.
Okay, so that's a good one. I mean, that one will be hard to debunk because Who knows? In my mind, when they say it's almost like singing, it wasn't more of a possession. But like, if you ever like think about like the mythical creatures of like from mermaids and stuff like that, the bad type of mermaids you've always seen portrayed in stories and myths and accounts, out in the high seas and everything, where they were like sirens, able to entrance you with their songs and everything, of the sea. I don't know. Like I said, that's what that kind of makes my mind jump to, is what it was. Not like a possession type of thing. Not really scary, other than it's just odd to be coming out of a drain. But I mean, if that said is dump into the ocean, and in my mind, with it trying to be logical, I'm putting that together with that. So they would say, okay, that's a mermaid or that's a siren, down there singing her song, and somehow she got trapped in the sewer drain. Maybe she was swimming upstream. Who knows? Makes sense, huh? Yeah.
A room with a view. Ever since they moved into their new apartment, Joey Chalupny and his family have been experiencing strange, unexplained activity. Their furniture and belongings seem to inexplicably move on their own. Their infant son's toys turn on and off at random, and they
It's time to
often
get
hear the
out.
sound of doors and cabinets opening and closing on their own.
Time to
this
get
particular
out.
day, Joey suddenly hears something very odd coming from his son's bedroom. He is determined to capture evidence of the supernatural activity in the apartment, so he takes out his phone and begins to record. What he captures.
So, in this situation, whenever you have a suspect residence or something like this, set up proper recording equipment and do it right. Don't just get your phone out and be like, well, I'm going to capture something. That can be debunked in a heartbeat, because people can do anything with AI or anything these days. And even good recording equipment you can do it with. But set up some motion detection, if you're really invested in it. If not, get the hell out. Don't stick around that stuff. That stuff can be dangerous to fool with. And I get that some people have, some people have things they have to do, and I get it, but you have to do what you gotta do, and don't mess with the supernatural. That's some scary stuff when it comes down to this. If you want to get proof, get your proof, get out, and keep your family safe.
Is truly chilling.
So me and my wife have been living in this apartment for about 6 months now. For the past 2 weeks, some weird things have been happening in our son's room. So I wasn't gonna record, but I actually came here to feed the cats. We have 2 cats. So I came over to feed them, and I noticed that in his room, my son's room back here, there's one of my cats, I can hear his toy being played. And it was not on before. It is playing right now. And I don't know why it's playing right now. I didn't leave it on. But even if I did leave it on, like, I'll turn it off. Even if I did turn it on, it wouldn't automatically play. You'd have to, even if I brush over the keys, it doesn't really go. So you'd have to really press the button and make it go. And it was not on, and it turned on, and I could hear it. And that's why I started recording. And now that I'm looking around, there's stuff knocked over. There's plants knocked over. There's fake plants knocked over. There's books on the ground. The wipes are on the floor. I don't know what is going on. And there is no one here. I am here by myself. There's nothing here. Did you see that? Am I insane? Am I insane?
Did I miss something? I didn't see anything.
Someone just walked by the window. And I will go out there and show you that no one is here. This door is locked. This is the door you're just looking at. This door is locked. There's nothing out here. Nothing out here. There's a closet door. This is also locked. I don't think we've ever opened that door. It's always been locked. Just the weirdest things are happening. Weirdest things are happening.
An electronic toy turns on by itself, and as Joey looks around the room,
So, oh man, let me see this. Let me just back this up just a notch.
turns on by itself, and as Joey looks around the room, a strange shadow can be seen passing by the balcony window. Joey shows that there's no one outside and that there's nowhere for any.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and say I did not see that as a shadow passing by the window. I think that's a reach. All of this stuff could have been turned on. Wipes on the floor, books on the floor. People live in that place, and whether or not, maybe someone didn't pick up after themselves. Maybe the toy was left on. You know, I mean, that's just he didn't hear it until after something got quieter for him. You know, this one isn't that bad.
Anyone to hide. In fact, this window is on an enclosed balcony 12 feet off the ground. It would basically be impossible for anyone to climb up, walk by this window, and then just disappear by the time Joey rushed outside. Later that evening, Joey receives a motion notification from the nanny cam in his son's room. He checks the feed and is shocked by what he finds.
If you look really closely, the rocking chair starts to move. It's in the corner. You can see it's very slight. It's very slight.
I don't see
You
it.
can see the shadow kind of moving. It's rocking on its own. There's no one there. Everyone is at my mom's house right now. Everyone's at my mom's house. And then the wipes fly off.
Now that's
And then the hamper.
that's
The hamper
different.
falls over. Like, what is going on? No
That's
one's there.
totally different.
What is happening?
A rocking chair sitting in the corner of his son's bedroom begins to rock back and forth by itself. Almost
Okay,
as if
I see it
someone
now.
is sitting in it. Then some baby wipes fly off the dresser and a hamper falls over onto the floor. Joey says that the family has already made plans to move to another apartment.
Right.
And until then, they will be staying at his mother's house. Scary videos.
So that's something. I mean, like I said, I feel like it could be debunked because there's not much going there except for that last part. That last part was a good catch on video. I mean, that's hard to explain. You know, even though the camera quality was horrible, that nanny cam, you know, anybody could have tied something to that stuff, pulled it off the dresser, knocked that over. Debunking is so, I know it's fun. You know, it's not fun. It is fun and it's not fun. I want to see something legitimately scary here, though, so I'm hoping that something happens. So far, these have been just, I feel like, kind of mid.
Jason Barber from Salisbury, North Carolina comes home
I
from
know where
work
that's at, too.
and he gets the unexpected scare of a lifetime.
Now, I would be terrified. That's scary. That's happened here at my
A big
house.
angry
Not with
snake is
me.
hiding around the edges
but
of Jason's front door.
we
and
had-
lunges out in an attempt to bite him.
Shoo.
Luckily for Jason, the bite
Just
was
got
a
my-
miss, and the snake is actually a non-poisonous black
That's got my
rat
heart
snake.
racing a little bit.
But something to be learned from this.
Hmm.
If you walk up and your cat is just staring at the door and meowing for no reason, maybe take a closer
I don't
look
know.
before you
Like I said.
just head in. In another clip,
He
a
said,
man and woman have
"Woo."
a similar scary encounter. The couple pulls out an old step stool and is shocked to find a large snake hiding under a box right in front of it. They make a run for it with their puppy following close behind. But the puppy is not gonna let the snake have his toy. So he just runs back in and
That's about to
yoinks
get
it
it.
away. Snake or not, nothing is getting his favorite toy.
I don't see the snake, though.
Game changer. Nuke's top
Okay,
5
we'll keep
viewers
on-
is
we'll
to
keep on
production
rolling. I'm not even
emailed
gonna
us some
talk about that
creepy
one.
CCTV footage
Snakes are scary.
captured at a small church in rural Mississippi. The CCTV camera is recording the playroom of the church's, quote, youth group when something happens that no one at the church can explain.
Watch, John. Are you watching this thing? It's not moving. No. Oh, no. Watch.
Bro.
Watch, John. Watch. That hurts so bad. Nobody listens to me. There's ghosts in here. Nobody listens to me.
Watch it.
It's about to go crazy and break. It's still moving, y'all. It's still moving.
All right, so these guys are like freaking out. They're saying it's at a church? This pool table? Is that what I heard them say? I think that's what they said. These people are acting a fool because of this pool key breaking. Yeah, it's scary. I mean, How do you even not take into account that I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to be a debunker of every video that's on here, but it's definitely one of those things where I don't fully see this as something. I feel like they're playing too much into it.
Still moving! If it floats in the air and goes for the top, you'll freak out. It's so good.
A pool stick on the floor of the church playroom can be seen rolling around, shaking, and vibrating all on its own before it just snaps right in half. Chris says that the kids in the room were so busy and loud that they didn't even notice the creepy event. But after playtime, church officials found a broken pool stick on the floor and went back to check the CCTV footage to find out just who did it. They were pretty shocked to see that the pool stick seemed to just break on it.
So this is crazy to think about. This happened at church. This happened at church. Come on now. I mean, if it's this could happen anywhere but church. I mean, I know you got the Holy Ghost and everything, but come on, bro.
Chris says the church is known to be haunted and that there have been many other incidents of
So how is a church known to be haunted whenever it's supposed to be a spiritual place, like a holy sanctuary? I mean, to me, that's almost silly in theory. I mean, that makes me think of like, the Castlevania games, having vampires and stuff like that and all this other stuff. So it's definitely interesting, to think about and everything. So
paranormal activity over the last 20 years. So could this be the work of an angry spirit or an aggressive entity? And why at a church?
Right.
Let me know what you think.
Why the church? Why
strange noises?
So that raises some questions. Why a church? Why a pool cue? And then why break it right there against that one pool table while all them kids are in there? I mean, doesn't make a lot of sense. So, but who knows?
From the toilet.
Let's keep moving on.
This next video was posted to the Nukes Top 5 subreddit, and I really appreciate all my subreddit followers. So I'm just gonna repeat what someone on there wrote that I should say about this video. Reddit user Minato caught something really odd on his home camera while pooping.
So
user
That's
Minato
great.
is actually a guy named Dustin.
That is great.
And he apparently has an extensive collection of bongs. But never mind that. Let's just analyze what Dustin heard while dropping the kids off at the pool.
Hello?
A soft female voice can be heard calling out, "Dustin?"
Yeah, for sure. He said hello?
Now Dustin is home alone, but he says the voice was so clear that he thought a stranger was standing right outside his bathroom door. Even creepier, Dustin's two dogs seem to be anxiously looking around the living room, almost as if they can see something that we can't. So did Dustin capture, quote, something really odd on his home camera while pooping?
I mean...
And just how many bongs does one fellow need? Dustin, you can answer these questions and more down in the comments.
Hello?
Melville?
Now, I just want to say one observation I made about that. That could be debunked as someone just standing in there and they caught it. They did it for the cinematics. But if that was something that he's home alone pooping and that happened, that's scary. You never know, especially if it's someone from the other side trying to reach out and talk to you. The other thing I noticed is that dude is nasty. Did you see how dirty that apartment was? No, I'm not trying to be judgmental, but man, clean your shit up, guys. Come on. That's silly. That is absolutely silly. I mean, I'm not the cleanest person in the world, but I can look around my house and I can feel comfortable saying, hey, it's not looking like that. He had bongs everywhere. He had crap on that table. Man, I think I saw like 2 packs of Newports. Come on, bro.
Cemetery. A Nukes Top 5 viewer and YouTuber who goes by the name Wishy reached out to us about a live stream from the allegedly haunted Melville Cemetery in Melville, New York. Wishy says that his friend Brian went out to broadcast a Ouija board session live from the Melville Cemetery while his friends watched and talked to him on Discord. Now, the Melville Cemetery is located on Sweet Hollow Road, a road that has many tragic and ghostly legends attached to it. One such legend is that a school bus driver lost control.
So just to be fair, the New England states, New York, all them up through there, all on the East Coast, those are some of the most haunted places known to the United States, and that's crazy. I'd love to visit some of them just to check them out because this stuff is so interesting to me. I love it. But they put out some good stuff. You know, when it comes to this scary stuff, you know, I mean, let's think about it, you know, all the stuff that's there. So,
And drove off the bridge crossing Sweet Hollow Road. All of the school children on the bus met a tragic fate. Another
sucks.
legend says that 3 boys took their own lives by hanging themselves from that very same Sweet Hollow Bridge. So it goes without saying that Sweet Hollow Road and the cemetery are said to be extremely haunted.
Got some history.
Brian
For
is on
real.
a Discord call with his friends, who you'll hear in the background, and he is streaming live as he decides to do a Ouija board session just outside the gate of the Melville Cemetery. Things start to go wrong, and what happens next is truly terrifying.
Bro, that's moving. Yo, oh my god, look.
Why is it going to no?
It said no.
It said no.
Be like, yo, the camera's moving. Yo, bro, the camera's moving.
Bro, I'm leaving, bro. Yo, I'm leaving. Was it you that moved the camera? Bro, the fucking car is going off, bro. Yo,
Bro,
bro.
something doesn't want him out there.
Understandably, Brian is a little freaked out, but he manages to stay calm, reposition his camera, and continue his live stream.
Are there any spirits here that will?
Bro, I would already cut tail and gone. I couldn't have done it. I mean, I guess I could have. But being there, and I know there's other people there with him. He's not by himself. So, you know, that's a given. But I mean, even the way things are going, this is crazy. I mean, it would be scary.
Like to talk to me. Bro, I didn't even ask it.
That's insane, dude.
Was that you that just turned on the alarm?
Jump on it, okay?
Yes.
That's the only thing about a Ouija board that I don't like. Is
Bro.
I want to see this.
I left the keys over. I'm panicking, bro. Where the are the keys?
Brian is a little freaked out, but his friends keep telling him that he needs to go and say goodbye using the Ouija board. You see, in the paranormal community, not signing off by saying goodbye at the end of a session is considered to be a horrible mistake and is said to invite the contacted spirit to remain attached to the Ouija board user.
Right.
So, Brian goes back. And this is when shit goes sideways.
I took the lights and everything. Bro.
Now that's
Thank God, bro.
no, bro. Nope.
Bro,
Nope.
the board went in.
Get the phone, get your phone. Get out there, bro.
I knew there was 2 people there.
We caught that on camera.
I'm leaving, bro.
He said, I'm leaving, bro.
I'm leaving.
The Ouija board suddenly slides across the pavement to the other side of the locked gate, right into Melville Cemetery. Brian starts to leave, but after everything that has happened, he again begins to worry that he didn't say goodbye after using the Ouija board. So Brian goes back again. He plans to jump the fence and retrieve the board.
I'm jumping the fence.
Well,
bro.
where is it though?
I'm
Where'd it
jumping the
go?
Bro. Bro, Chris. Chris, look at the stream.
Oh my god, bro.
There's a big fire in there.
There's a fire?
There's a fire.
Get out of there, run. Run. Yo, get out of there. I'm not gonna get out of there. Get out of there.
Bro, what is burning though?
A fire can be seen burning on the road inside the cemetery. Even though his friends advise him to just leave, Brian once again feels that he should definitely try to retrieve that board to say goodbye.
It's in. You didn't see it? No. Bro, you had to be some. No, I wasn't on my phone. I was looking at. Oh shit! Look,
Bro.
show the fire. Show the fire. Is this the board? Bro, there was literally a fire. We should have the board.
Bro, I'm jumping. I'm jumping.
Earlier today, you did your blessings, you did your prayers. Remember
Bro.
that, bro.
It's literally graves.
Don't worry. Look at the place, bro. Like a graveyard.
I mean, is this daylight now? Or what we
No,
got?
it's not.
Put your phone up so we can see it, man.
Bro, I see it. I see it. Yo, it's the board.
It's the board.
It's the board and the planchette.
It's the board. No, with the planchette. No, it's going up. It's going up. No,
Oh my god. Bro, I'm not touching it.
Say goodbye. Oh, say goodbye. Tell me say goodbye. Oh my. The board is burnt. Oh my god. The board is burnt. Oh, sorry. I don't know the board. That was the board. That was the fucking board.
So do I just say goodbye?
Oh my god. Oh my god, bro.
Goodbye.
Say goodbye. Just say goodbye. Drag it. Say goodbye.
I did.
Brian is finally able to say goodbye on the Ouija board, and he just gets out of there. But is it real? Or is it all just a very elaborate live stream hoax? I leave that up to you to decide. You can see even more of this scary live Ouija board session over on the YouTube channel, I'm Wishy. Drawn out.
Okay, so just to kind of put a little insight on that, I definitely think that that could be 100% legit, because you don't mess with that type of supernatural thing with the Ouija boards, with all that stuff. I fully believe if you don't follow the instructions that you have to do by like saying goodbye, and we talk to them about killing the connection, basically, that could attach to you and you are in some problems and you're in some serious trouble. With him being a YouTuber and everything, it's easy to debunk in my mind also, because, I mean, that little board could have had a little hole drilled in it, fishing line or something attached to it, and someone standing up the hill from him, pulling it over there under the gate, and then burning it up inside there. There could have been somebody inside there, set it on fire, ran and hid. It just depends on what you believe. You know, that's just one of those things. All right, here's the last one, guys. So Drawn Out looks like what it's called. We'll see how this one is. That was a good one, though. That was a good production if it was anything. You know, if it wasn't real. So.
Tattoo artist Liz Cruz is working on a customer's tattoo in her home studio in Erie, Pennsylvania. Things suddenly take a very disturbing turn.
I'm just like adjusting the needle a little bit, and we'll let that stencil dry for a couple minutes so it doesn't rub off. I think I'm gonna do the better the black and just that heart reading. Yeah, definitely. I think that would look really cute, like especially like if I like blend it in.
I don't know where to look.
What's wrong? What happened? The table just moved. What the f*** you mean the table just moved? In the name of Jesus, leave us the f*** alone. What do you mean? I swear to God.
No, what? See, bro. Oh my gosh.
Hell no.
The table with Liz's tattoo supplies suddenly rolls away from her all by itself. Liz and her customer are a bit freaked out, but try to remain calm. But then a chair lurches out from a table nearby, and the two have had about enough. they get up and just make a run for it. Tattoo artist Liz says that she has no idea what happened to them that day, but she believes that they might have experienced something, quote, far beyond the ordinary.
Yeah.
Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and even TikTok. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
All right, that was definitely fun. You know, that was definitely good. So, I mean, what can you say? You know, I mean, that's one of those things where you just don't know for sure unless you have experienced it, unless you know. It's hard to tell. We'll definitely be using a lot of these videos going forward. Like I said, Nukes has some good ones there. I mean, there was some that were kind of mid, you know, but not real great. Do you guys have any scary stories or anything you like to put out there if you like to tell? Leave them in the comments. If you have anything you have linked up, link it in the comments. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe all across the platforms. Definitely, you can check out my gaming streams over on Twitch and Kick and TikTok. We do community games on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We'll definitely be continuing the series. You know, I enjoy doing this. It's fun. It's something different. It's a break from the monotony of gaming. So you can also check out my other content, which will be my video game reviews. They're coming over to a YouTube series, so we'll be working with that. Anything else, I appreciate you guys tuning in. And until next time, guys, I'll see you then. Take it easy.